Online educational materials are developed by Admiral Markets as Estonia for a global audience. Therefore, please take into consideration that information in this session may not be suitable for everyone. To get the corresponding information on charting conditions and any other detail, please visit www.admiralsmarketsglobal.com, select your country of residence, and contact an appropriate entity. Read disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with Forex market. By accepting this risk disclaimer, you are also proceeding further with me. Admiral Markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for the information accuracy. The analysis represents the personal opinion of the author, it's me, and in no way it represents the actual suggestion for the trade. These are not MUK's opinions, and the website in the video is not the .co.uk website, but the globally used .com website. Forex is risky business and this should not be taken as advice. It's a personal opinion only, and this webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. So with having said that, we are ready to proceed. So I'm seeing GBP dollar 50.30 at the moment. So if it drops close to 50.10, we can buy it with stop loss at 49.50. Just to be sure, because we are buying now euro, dollar, and pound, obviously, at least for these 2 days. I will show you that. But now let's see what last week gave us, okay? Let's see. Previous week, okay? So previous week it was basically sell around 30.30, stop loss 40.02, and sell around 90.70, 13.02. Whichever setup you have got in, basically you were in the profit. This is buy today for me, some testing, and basically, yeah, what I plan now is to buy euro dollar, exactly. So I think it still has the possibility to go up. So last week results. This was the time of our webinar. Okay, this was the time of our webinar. The price basically hit our first entry, dropped. For some of you who missed that, it was a second entry here and drop again. So basically we had total of 120 pips possible, but let's say that you could have made either 50 or 75 pips. This was the first, this was the second. So euro dollar exactly gave us 45 or 75 pips. GBP dollar, I can say, well, we scalped it basically, but without a scalp it was a loss. That was a single loss we had in a previous week. It was minus 30, the stop loss. So for all of you who scalped, basically, you could have made pips. But for all who did intraday positioning, we had basically sell around 50.70 with stop loss 51.00. And what happened is, yeah, it went down, but then it didn't go too much below 70. It only went some 12 pips in a profit. So I will count this as a loss, okay? For scalping levels, you could definitely made money if you scalped this here, so you could have made something. But for unfortunately for positional trade, it was 30 pip stop loss. Aussie was definitely great trade. We had on Aussie 60 pips and it hit target price. So on Aussie it was 60 pips. This is Aussie. And basically we had a sell around 79.60, as you can see it here, 79.60, and what happened is basically bang, 79.60, it went down straight to our target. So everything is transparent, so there is nothing to hide from. Everything is clear with these recaps, and really it's going pretty good in our favor. Market is favoring us really at this point. So you can see Aussie was a really awesome trade. So it hit our entry and then with almost no drawdown it dropped to our target. Okay, so Aussie. New Zealand dollar, also very good trade, 50 pips on New Zealand dollar. Well, what can I say? It's basically sell. It was a sell trade, which happened at 74.70 with 75.30 stop loss. And what happened is basically after the price hit the level, again it dropped nicely in our favor. So this was the entry, and look at this, 55 pips possible from this drop, okay? Okay, so 55 pips possible from this entry here. Even with second chance entry, we had a good success, and that was pretty much. I like when these things happen. I personally love the best when we get the price and we have almost no drawdown. And really, this is nothing of a drawdown. Couple of pips of drawdown, and then straight to our target. And dollar CAD, which was the trade of the week, dollar CAD 80 pips. This is dollar CAD, and we had 80 pips, buy around 23.70, 23.40 was stop loss, and target was 24.50. So 23.70 was the entry here. This was the time of the webinar, and this was our entry. Bang! Look at this, straight to our target. Very good setups with dollar CAD. I really like it. I'm favoring these setups at the moment, buy on dollar CAD, so that is why I have prepared also a new setup with buy for you. Okay, so I'm really favoring these buy setups on dollar CAD. Total pips pool was 205 to 235. It depends how much pips you got with euro dollar. Trade of the week was dollar CAD. Now, before I proceed with this week's setups, I will, for all newcomers, I will give you a few directions which you should follow if you follow these trades. First of all, thanks to Admiral Markets, of course, we are having these webinars, session recaps, and all others. And every single analysis which I do is done with Camarilla MACD, my proprietary method. The rules for these setups, these are all mostly positional trades unless I say otherwise. Positional trades are trend setups, alternative trades are counter trend setups, then we have breakout setups, and occasionally I'm giving you scalping levels. Usually you enter within 5 to 10 pips of the predicted level if it's in agreement with your system. Okay, so I personally don't know which kind of system you trade. I love price action, so I'm trading basically a price action, and exactly what I do is I analyze with Camarilla MACD, then I place trades. Maybe your system is indicator based, whatever, but you should definitely pay attention to this is what I'm saying. So if it's in agreement with your system, you take the trade. I know that many of you just blindly follow the trade. It's okay. But if you do that, then guys, please respect your stop loss. You know that stop loss is something which is very important when you trade. We just cannot trade without stop loss, because if we did that, we would lose, I don't know when, but in a matter of time we would lose. When you guys are selling, you're adding the spread to your stop loss, okay? When you're selling. When you're buying, you're basically adding your spread to pending orders. For buy, you add your spread to pending orders. For sell, you just add it to your stop loss. We take one position. I rarely take 2 or 3 positions, but you can see that it's very good to even take a single position with a trade, because if you do that, usually you would be in an instant profit. Sometimes, guys, well, we can take both positions, but I encourage you really to take that first hit of the price level which we trade. As I said, position trades are trend trades, alternative trades are counter trend trades, unless there is a let's say if I put alternative trend trade, that means that it is a second entry in the trend position. Breakout trades occasionally. Today I will show you we had a good setup with GBP dollar. Well, it didn't give us many pips, but it was basically something for 15 pips, because as I said, a break below 15.17 targets 50.00 and 49.55 respectively, and then I made update on Twitter account saying that it needs to break through 50.00 to go to 49.55. Then we had another breakout of 50.70, so it was good for some 20 pips. Definitely you can also buy pound, but we will see that during the course of the webinar. Usage of trailing stop is highly recommended because, guys, you definitely are never sure where the price will turn away, and you just do not like to see when price turns away from you. I personally don't really, I don't love to see when I see that the trade was in profit, but then subsequently the price turned against me. I really don't like that to see, and I don't like that to happen. So basically what I advise always, guys, try to use that trailing stop. So these are all free pips. So basically if you got, I don't know, only 20, 30, 50 pips, well, it's good. Those are free pips. You don't have to work for this. Even guys, if you lose, you won't lose much, because I always put a good stop loss, and you always have particularly 80% of the time, 90% of the time, entries are very, very accurate. So you will be usually in a good profit, but you need to manage your trade. I cannot manage it from you. Scalp trades should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. All of these trades are definitely calculated by historical levels and Camarilla. This is again my method which I personally use. I always love to see historical buyers and sellers, and I love to see Camarilla levels in a confluence with historical buyers and sellers. That is why I favor scalps exactly at the levels which I tell you to put. So add these scalping levels to your system and you will see how powerful they are. Pay attention to my Twitter updates, okay? Pay attention to my Twitter updates. Do not run away from Twitter updates. If I make a good, if I make another setup, or if I tell you guys now it's time maybe to close your trade because it already gave us, I don't know, 20, 30 pips and the price might turn, then that is what I do. You can also do it. You can put your stop to break even. Occasionally we could change our setups, but that is when I post on Admiral Markets blog, Admiral Markets trades, and Forex Factory website. I always update it on Twitter, and this is a new look for our website. So definitely you will see under education, you can sign in here, and then under analytics, if you love my analysis, of course, you can follow it at technical analysis. This is also where all of my posts will be posted. Euro New Zealand, if you remember, on Friday it didn't make to POC, but the trend was pretty much accurate and it went to the target. GBP, so all of my analysis will be under technical analysis, okay? So it will be very, very easy for you to see all of my analysis, and I always put the watermark analysis by Tarantula, so you can definitely be sure that I made the analysis that isn't copy pasted on some other website. It's watermark, okay? That means that the analysis is really done by me, and there is no other way to that analysis could have been made. Pay attention, as I said, to Twitter updates, and the term which I use is pips pool is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. Guys, I really am suggesting you, I'm really giving you advice, and to definitely follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is so it's Tarantula FX, okay? So Twitter handle, again, I will type it down, okay? So that is my Twitter handle. Definitely use it, because I always update the analysis. I also will update my some articles which I find interesting, and it all has to do with our business, with trading, and occasionally there are also fun things. So definitely use my Twitter handle to follow me. I will always share the best information with you, and my goal is really to help you to make money, as I always do. So we are all traders after all, right? So pips pool is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. So previous week 205 to 235, I showed you the results. Now we can move on to this week. What I see is definitely a possible long on euro dollar. I don't see a sell at the moment because euro dollar is pretty much bought at the moment. As you can see, even if you open 4-hour time frame, guys, this is a flag, okay? This is a flag. This pattern here is a bullish flag, okay? Okay, you can call it a flag, a pattern, but this is bullish pattern, okay? And this is a pole. So if this is a flag, this is a pole, okay? So you just need to count this from the top to the bottom. It's 321 pips. So if this breaks, it has the potential to go there. I don't see that it can go to that, guys, really. But I think that it can go to at least 1400, okay? I'm bullish, really, on this pair. And even though I know that many people are selling euro dollar now, from judging from price action, this also has a good potential to buy. Now, I wouldn't be a serious trader if I would sell here at this point. It's 2020. I know that some traders are suggesting that you can, if you see a flag, you can basically sell it if that break. It can be profitable, but me being a trend follower, I need to sell higher and I need to buy lower. I just cannot sell it when it's dropped too much. So if you want to sell, we could try at 14.20 with stop loss 14.50 and target 30.50, because I can see now everything has been sold with Swissy. Okay, euro now is pretty much oversold, right? And now the thing is, SMB is frequently intervening on Swissy now, and they're trying to make a new cap unofficially at 1.1000. So they're effectively buying dollar Swissy in order to support, in order to further weaken their currency, but that isn't done instantly. So they need, again, as I always say, a retracement. There is a time when we can buy euros effectively. And if you see daily pattern, guys, look at daily. We have two strong candles on daily. And look at this flag also here. Okay? It's pennant, okay? Flag is, I call it, for me, it's basically, it has the same purpose, because we see a pole. This is what we should concentrate on, this pole here. And look, it's consolidation now. You can call it a triangle, okay? This is, you can also call it a triangle. It's a running triangle because the vortex still hasn't been made. This is the vortex. You need to put both of these trend lines into a single point, which is called the vortex of the triangle. So it will break out, but we need to be patient. On Friday, we will have NFP. That will be very important, but this setup is valid, of course, for today and tomorrow. So we will see what will happen on NFP, but definitely we have a chance now to buy it, okay? It's only 30 pips of stop loss. If it gets another drop to 12.90, I will be buying it with 30 pips stop loss targeting this level. You can buy it if it drops and hits our stop loss. 20.50 is a way to scalp, and 30.80 you can sell. It could give some retracement, okay? It's a scalp trade, guys. 30.70. And why I find 30.80 important, it's because of this. We have a quadruple top around 30.80. So pay attention to this, guys. Please do not underestimate the power of historical price action. Historical price action was always a way to trade with the price, okay? Historical price action, okay? Do not underestimate, as I say, the power of historical price action. So that is for euro dollar, okay? We are counting intraday setups. So if we say that generally euro dollar is in downtrend, it's a general downtrend. But with intraday setups, we can trade basically the trend on intraday. And you can see this is bullish intraday price action, because each drop at this zone was heavily bought in. Okay, so and now it's starting to ascend. Look at this. Okay, and if you follow 4-hour pattern, this is a pole, and it could break out in, well, I can say in 4-hour trend direction, because 4 hours is bullish. This is high, this is low. This is definitely a higher high, this is higher low. This is higher high, this is higher low. Higher high, higher low. So the price is having a zigzag in uptrend, okay? Zigzag in uptrend, okay? Alternative sell, I already told you. GBP dollar, we can have two-way trading. Definitely, I will again look to buy around 50.10 with stop loss. This is the mistake, sorry. I will correct this. Okay, so this is what I see on pound. Two-way trading. Position buy 50.10, stop loss 49.50, target 52. I think that this still has the power to go up. Really, I think that because the pound is, if you look into the chart of pound, look at this. It's trying to be M, but it still isn't M because this low wasn't broken. It looks like M, but look, it's where it is at the moment. It's trying to go up. And if you open 4-hour time frame, I already guys told you that on Twitter on Friday. I made a post about this. This was inverted head and shoulders. This right shoulder dropped. Okay, this dropped. Look at this. Concentrate on this part of the chart. This is left shoulder, right? This is left shoulder. Okay, this one here. This is head. And this is right shoulder. But if it stayed above 50-50, on Friday it could go up. Now it's still trying, guys, to be really, I can say, now I don't have MACD included, but if you open daily, it has a bullish divergence with MACD. So this looks like it's rejecting of these lows. And I think until Wednesday we can have buy setups. On Thursday there will be an important announcement about rate. It will be about bid rate, and I think there won't be any rate hike at the moment for GBP dollar. But until then, I think that we can do two-way trading with pound. Okay, and you can see today 4-hour time frame. Basically, the low for today was 50.005, so it's still above 50.00, and it really suggests a possible buying, guys. Really, this looks like it might have some sort of buying in the future. Okay, but as I say, we always do stop loss, and this looks like, look, it's really looking like inverted head and shoulders, but this shoulder here is a little bit too much to the downside. But you know that there is also another way to trade head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders. How I taught you, you can basically put a long trade at the bottom, which is exactly where I gave you this trade. Not a big stop loss according to possible target. Then I would look for a sell at 52.20 with stop losses 52.50, target 51.00. It can happen, but I'm more inclined now to buy because there are a lot of rejections from this region really on GBP dollar. So GBP dollar also made a nice movement during Asia session last day. So guys, you can try to exploit this price action to our favor basically. Okay. Now we can move on to see another pair. Let's see another pair. Australian dollar, guys, I don't recommend you to trade this. As I said, today, on Tuesday, and it will be very, very, very soon, okay? It will be done, I think the calendar says in some, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 hours. So we will have cash rate announcement. Trade at your own risk, okay? I don't recommend trading Australian dollar. Yeah, JD is saying 3:30 a.m. GMT. So 3:30 a.m. GMT, or it's 2:30 GMT, I don't know. if you say 330, I won't be trading this. I need to tell you. According to trend, you have 77.60 buy, 77.40 stop loss, 78.20 target. But this is only according to trend. I don't know what can happen with this announcement, but definitely this is, again guys, this is uptrend. This is uptrend on 1 hour chart. How you define uptrend? This is a clear downtrend, right? This is high, this is low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this is zigzag. But at this point here, this is high, this is low. At this point here, we can say this could be treated as a higher high compared to this one. And this is definitely a higher low compared to this one. This is higher high compared to this one, and this is higher low compared to this one. So what do you see here? You see, as I see it, we see the same. We see a nice start of uptrend, and definitely there is a power to retest this region here. But because we are having a cash rate announcement, I'm not sure that it will be wise to trade it, although this screams for a buy. 77.60, 20 pips stop loss, 78.20. But I don't know. I definitely will not be trading. I will be sleeping then, because it's too early for me and it's cash rate announcement. Okay? Yes, it's too dangerous, as Jörg from Beijing is saying. Too dangerous, stay outside, wait announcement. We will wait for announcement. I definitely suggest that, guys. Okay? Dollar yen. Now, pay attention. I have dollar yen sell position and dollar CAD buy position. Dollar yen and dollar CAD are definitely going in opposite direction. So we have a negative correlation on these two pairs. We have dollar yen and dollar CAD negative correlation. Okay. Okay. JD is saying Oldham said the rate will go low by Reserve Bank of Australia. I'm not sure that they will lower their rates, because the thing is now there have been some good movement. There was a good movement on copper, and I also wrote about it, and on oil, and also Australian dollar being a commodity currency. I'm not sure that they will go with a lower rate. Maybe it's just a noise, but because we are not sure what can happen. Do not forget what happened with SMB. I definitely recommend you guys to stay away from that. So I won't be trading this. It's trade at your own risk. Dollar yen downtrend, dollar CAD uptrend. These two pairs are having negative correlation on 5-minute, 50-minute, 1 hour, and daily time frames. So you can trade dollar yen to the downside, dollar CAD to the upside, without being worried about a dollar correlation. So dollar yen, dollar CAD opposite correlation. Okay. Let's see now dollar CAD first. So this is buy for me, but I will be buying only around this region here, 25.40, but my stop loss is 24.80. It's 60 pips stop loss because the target is 27.00. But again, I want to see a bigger pullback to this region. We have historical buyers here, and we also see 61.8 retracement. Okay, so if this stands strong, this region here, I think we have the scope to go to test 27 again. Okay, so dollar CAD is in uptrend and dollar yen is in downtrend. This is dollar yen. 80, 100, 1850 entry, stop loss 190.00, 170.50 is the target. Okay, what do you see on dollar yen? Intraday downtrend, guys. This is downtrend. You have a trend line here. And this is a lower low compared to all these lows. Okay, so it could be a running, descending, flat bottom triangle. running triangle because we don't have a vortex, descending because we have upper trend line descending, flat bottom because we see a flat bottom here. This suggests also downtrend. But I definitely would be looking to sell higher. 180.50. 180.50, guys. Because this is the region where we had sells. Look, around these regions. Look at these wicks. These are the sign of near-term historical sellers. Look. What do you know about Steve Nissen candlesticks? This could be spinning top. The end of the trend. A doji. This is shooting star. This is shooting star. This is shooting star. So, Steve Nissen, candlesticks, basics of trading with price action. Read Steve Nissen candlestick books. You can download it on the internet, Google for it. I already studied it a lot of times, and I really love how he handled those Japanese candlesticks, and I always teach you to take those into account. These are all rejections, guys. Bullish rejection, bearish rejection, bullish rejection, bearish rejection. When you see wick, it has to do, those wicks are more important than bodies because they tell you historical near-term buyers and sellers. Okay? I definitely need another webinar with you about finding historical buyers and sellers on your chart, but pay attention to all of these wicks. They are telling you that the price will repeat, because if traders were selling at this point, you look at this confluence here. Always look at historical price levels. If there was a selling here, there will be probably another selling there. This was the selling zone, and look at the same level, almost the same level, the selling was executed. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Okay? Yeah, this is the selling zone, and we should go for it. Okay? Dollar yen, 180.50, 190 stop loss, 170.50 the target. Now, guys, I'm open for your questions. If you have any questions, go ahead, ask me. I will go through these slides again if you want. Question about FRB Pro Scalp. Yes, MACD alert will give you sound alert only for shorts. You don't have any alerts for long. You don't have to set up. It's coded like that, Tim. So basically, you're just using it for short trades with alert. You don't have any long alert with FRB Pro Scalp. So only for shorts. Don't worry about it. I don't know how it can be modified because I wasn't the one who created it. I'm only using it for professional range bar scalping method. So use that. You don't have to have alerts for longs. If you see for shorts, okay. For longs, you just follow what indicators tell you. You can trade without alert, right? You already know about it. You don't need an alert, but you know, if someone can code that for you, I don't mind. Okay, New Zealand dollar. Okay, I will open my chart for New Zealand dollar. So guys, for all of you who want to trade with FRB Pro, do not worry about not having an alert for long trades. You can trade both and long with no alert. Both longs and shorts, okay? New Zealand dollar. This looks like bullish pattern, and this looks like a 3 Buddha bottom, okay? This is definitely, I can say, well, let's do it a little bit better. We have there is a form of inverted head and shoulders here, okay? And if you see this looks like a 3 Buddha bottom. This is shoulder, this is head, and look at this price action. Triple bottom here. So 3 Buddha bottom here, breakout of this neckline, retest, and New Zealand dollar could go to the upside. It should go to the upside once it breaks this breakout point. So this was trigger happy trade. This is good example for all of you who still are not sure how I trade breakouts. This is good example. So New Zealand dollar. Let's say this is bullish pattern, and indeed it is. I call it 3 Buddha bottom because this is right shoulder, left shoulder, this is head, this is right triple bottom here. And what happened? This is a neckline here at this point. So if you traded this breakout here, if you have taken the entry at the first break of this level here, okay, I will mark it like this. If you traded the breakout, first breakout here, 2 pips above it, it would be trigger happy trade. Then this is here retest trade. And once it breaks this height here, it's called breakout pullback continuation. So again, for all of you who traded, this was trigger happy, instant pips once this neckline was broken. Then this was retest play has 15 pips in profit currently. And once this height breaks, it will be called breakout pullback continuation. So yeah, definitely there is a scope to go up. And let's see this. It has the first target around this region here. And it wasn't only, I can call it coincidence why this level was rejecting it, because this level is also Fibonacci confluence point with previous sellers. Now look at what I'm always saying, look at and always watch for previous buyers and sellers. This was buying region at this point. Once this support broke, it became resistance. At this retest, fresh sellers kicked in. So look how history repeats itself. Sellers here, sellers here. So that is why I'm always telling you guys, watch historical price action. It's very important. Buying, selling. Now we have a resistance, we have historical near-term sellers. And those near-term sellers are basically in a confluence with fresh sellers who appeared here. A lot of pending orders, a lot of market orders rejected the price to the downside. But it was again rejected from this neckline. Okay? So New Zealand dollar has the scope to go up, but only if you're not in the trade, only if it breaks this level. If you're in the trade, manage it accordingly. Okay? And slides, Euro dollar, GBP dollar, Australian dollar, dollar yen, dollar CAD, and that was all I had for you. So again, guys, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me. Okay, if you have any questions, do not hesitate. So New Zealand dollar, as I told you, this is bullish pattern, but it has been playing out. So if you're in the trade, manage your trade accordingly. It needs to break this level to further continue to hit this level. Jan is saying thanks for this recap. Of course, my pleasure. It's always on Friday. It's always on Monday, so you always have the time to come. Okay. Do you Brad Jones is asking, do you basically trade just majors or do you also cross rates? Yes, I trade, Brad, I trade 25 different pairs, and I trade all which I have good spreads with. So I can trade GBP New Zealand, GBP Aussie, Euro CAD, Euro New Zealand, CAD Yen, CAD Swissy, New Zealand CAD, New Zealand Swissy. So the answer to your question is I currently trade 25 different pairs. Okay? Judith is saying, can I comment on AUD CAD? Definitely. Cable set up kicked as we speak. Yes, it kicked in something around 15.19, so we will see what will happen to this trade on GBP dollar. Of course, it's low risk, 0.5 risk as far as I'm concerned, so we will see. AUD CAD, definitely AUD CAD. I wouldn't go. This looks bullish, right? But because we have a cash rate announcement on Australian dollar, we would definitely stay out of these trades. Okay, I'm not. This looks like bullish setup is forming, but I would definitely stay out of this because we are having a cash rate announcement in a couple of hours. Okay. So I won't be trading this setup, okay? Definitely, guys. Stay away from Aussie if you want to listen to me, because we are not sure how it will go, okay? And it's very close to this resistance, so it can hit resistance and then break through today after the announcement. So Judy, my advice is to stay away now. My feelings about Euro GBP. It's being fixed a lot, that particular pair, so I will tell you what I think, but it's being fixed a lot. Because now Euro GBP is traded not by dollar. Back in time, Euro GBP was also buying Euro, let's say you sell Euro, buy the dollar, then convert it to GBP. Now it's direct cross rate. So look at this, it's in downtrend. It's indefinitely downtrend, and judging from this price action, Euro GBP could go for a sell. Okay. Australian dollar news shouldn't affect CAD yen much. Go for with correlation, but I'm not. I think that they're not correlated. Okay. I would go, if this is a real retracement on Euro GBP, then you should wait for retracement, and this is confluence zone here. On Euro GBP, this is a confluence zone here. Breakout, pullback, continuation, previous near-term sellers, and probably new sellers again at 80.75. And this is a downtrend, and this low before this was important low, it was broken on Euro GBP. Okay. Okay, so Euro GBP bread is sell. It's in downtrend. Kalyan, you can be safe with CAD yen. I think it won't be affected, but please look for correlation between Australian dollar and CAD yen. Does GBP CAD the chance to retrace now? What do you think, T? GBP CAD. Here it goes. Let's see GBP CAD. It has the chance to retrace, but you need to wait for a retracement. How you will define the retracement? Once this candle closes and second candle after it does not break this low, you can then put Fibonacci. Let's see where we have double Fibonacci confluence. Yeah, it could start to retrace, but only after this candle is closed, the next candle starts to go in retracement. So this is the first level to look for. This is the zone, and this is the second zone. And the final zone is slightly above this. This is the final zone here. Okay? And it has the chance to retrace, definitely, but you need to wait for this candle and then. Bala is asking, what's your view on oil? Do you trade oil? I don't trade oil, only currency pairs. So currently I don't make any analysis for oil, but I will be making gold analysis soon. That is something which I didn't do before. I haven't done it yet, but I will be also placing gold analysis and potential trade setups. Okay. GBP dollar is currently 11 pips in a profit while we are having this webinar. Okay, let's see, it should be a slow trade now, it's end of day. So guys, this is what I see. Oil, unfortunately, I don't trade, but gold will be in analysis, and silver, definitely. Hi, what is double Fibonacci confluence? Double Fibonacci confluence is a special way to treat shallow and deep retracement within my Camarilla MACD method, and I usually put Fibonacci confluence in order to see better where the trades might give us, where the pairs might give us entries. Double Fibonacci confluence is very, very useful. You need to put a Fibonacci from top to the bottom, but also having in mind higher time frames. This is higher time frame Fibonacci, this is lower time frame Fibonacci. Okay? Great, thanks for your help, of course. Great, thank you guys. I'm really happy when I see that you made money and when you are making money with this. So guys, this is everything I had for you this week. We will see how it will happen. Stay tuned for new analysis. As I said, guys, my blog definitely as always, but also under technical analysis, you can follow all of my trades have this watermark here. So sign in for new webinars which will be held very, very soon. There are a lot of new webinars and education kicking in. I will be really glad to share that with you, and sign in for many, many new webinars which will come soon, okay? Which market conditions to avoid? This will be very, very important. Thank you guys for listening to me, and let's trade safe. Talk to you very, very soon, guys. Cheers and trade safe.